get in front of this camera. It took me 5 years. That's right, 5 years, okay? So, without further ado, first of all, I want you to like, subscribe, and comment down below, and just let me know how you think I'm doing so far, okay? So, before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that this is going to be kind of like a Q&A type session or video. And I have my girl, Debbie, behind the camera.
Hello guys, Debbie here.
And she's going to be asking me those questions because, like, I need her to do that, okay? All right, so without further ado, let's get into it.
All right, so I'm going to start off by asking you, what is the purpose for this channel?
So the purpose of this channel is to educate a lot of women out here that have all types of health conditions. They are struggling in life, to try to just understand what's causing them pain, what's causing them unhappiness. Okay, I guess I would say, like, in my 30s, I started realizing that I was having a lot of pain in my legs. They felt very, very heavy. And I just didn't understand why. Why was this happening still, you know? And I had someone told me to go to a vascular doctor. So I ended up going to a vascular clinic. They diagnosed me with venous insufficiency, venous reflux disease. They did all types of procedures. I had gotten laser surgery on my legs. They told me to wear compression, keep walking, you'll be okay. So time went on, I realized I'm still having the problems. I don't understand. Why is this happening? I just didn't understand.
Wow. And how long did it take, like I want to say, how many years did it take for you to finally realize what was going on? And
I think it took over, I would say, 25 years.
Wow.
25 years to determine that I have this disease called lipedema. And I'm like, what? Lipedema? And I had gone to a new vascular doctor after all this time because I was still having problems with, you know, the achiness, tender to the touch. My legs felt like I was trying to lift 75 pounds with each leg every time I would go up the stairs. It was just very, very uncomfortable, very painful. It even kept me up in the middle of the night. One doctor had diagnosed me with restless leg syndrome, RLS.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not taking medication for that. So I just gotta, like, tough it out. But yeah, that's what they diagnosed me with. So that was basically like a revelation for me.
Okay, and you said lipedema. I'm aware of lymphedema.
Right.
But lipedema, never heard of that.
Exactly. So. And even, you know, every time I would go to a doctor and I would tell them that I was diagnosed with lipedema, because they would ask all of your, what's your medical history? And they would say, oh, you mean lymphedema? I said, no, lipedema. And I would have to spell it. Because I've been diagnosed with lipedema.
Lymphedema?
Lipedema. Like
edema.
Lipeda. Lipedema. It's similar to lymphedema.
Lipedema. Okay.
And that seemed to have affected me for years.
Okay.
And I feel like a lot of things that I've been diagnosed with could have been resulting to that. I've been able to change my whole diet, exercise, all of that. It's helping some with the pain, but I don't know if it could be attributed to that whole depression part of it as well. I don't know. But yeah, it's It exists,
Yeah.
but a lot of people don't know about it.
I've never heard of lipedema until
Yeah.
this morning. So.
Yeah.
And some of them would write it down and put it in my chart, and some of them would not. So I knew that there were doctors out there that would just, continue to keep telling me, well, you need to just continue to diet, exercise, and you'll be okay. Just gaslighting me. So it's like, that just brought on a whole, I guess, the anxiety level of it all, and it just put me in a depressed state. And I was still going through this cycle, just this cycle.
So today, how do you cope with it? Because I know you've been dealing with it for years, and you couldn't, really figure out like what could you do, what could you do to make yourself, feel better. So
I did do a lot of research.
So I know you've been struggling with lipedema for many, many years now. Has it gotten easier for you as the years go on, or have you found like any methods that work for you as far as, just trying to, feel some type of comfort?
I feel like it's gotten better within this last year, I would say year and a half. I've just been doing a lot of research as opposed to, just looking it up on the internet. I've joined like a community group for lipedema patients, just to see what type of things work for them. I found that me getting like a vibration plate, and you'll probably see that in a later video of how I use it, but I started using the vibration plate, and then I realized that because I have vertigo, I couldn't even get up and walk the next day. So for me to improvise, I just sit down in a chair with my feet on the vibration plate and let that move the lymph nodes, the lymphatic system. I also use the exercise bike. So I try to get on a bike for at least 5 to 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I can really feel the pain in my legs. So I would take a break, and then maybe later on during that day, I would get back on it. What else do I have? I have red light therapy. So it's like a belt that I put on, and that helps with the back because I do have degenerative arthritis as well. So I have issues with the spine. I've gotten multiple injections, you name it, wherever the body part is on my body, I've had an injection. But that seems to help. That seems to help with the back. That seems to help with the legs as well. So they're not as achy after I use the red light therapy belt. So as far as the body parts, me having injections, I've had injections everywhere you can think of. I've had it in my shoulders, my back, my hips, my knees, even in the occipital area for headaches. And that's another issue, chronic headaches every single day for the last 4 years. And neurologists have done all types of tests. They can't seem to figure out why I'm having the headaches, except for, oh, you're depressed. So everything resorts back to, oh, you're depressed and anxiety, or you just need to get more rest. You just need to get more rest. I don't go for that. I don't believe that. So I'm doing research. I have to be my own advocate if I want to feel better.
Okay, so has lipedema affected your appetite? If so, in what ways?
Well, it definitely hasn't affected my appetite. I'm a foodie, so I love to eat. One thing that I did realize, which was a revelation, is all of the foods that I was eating gave me inflammation. Like, what? So I took an at-home food sensitivity test.
And basically, to my knowledge, that's pretty much a test where it measures your body's immune response to over,
Yeah.
a certain amount of common foods.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, over 200 foods to be exact.
right.
Well, 210.
Mm.
But yeah, once the results came back, I was like floored because all of the foods that I was eating was causing inflammation. Okay, so I'm thinking like, for one, onions or broccoli, that would probably give me a lot of inflammation, but those were not the foods. So yeah, I think it's important to get that type of test for lipedema patients. I mean, it may not be 100% accurate, but at least it can give you an idea of some of the type of foods you need to stay away from. So yeah.
And what foods were you most sensitive to?
Cow's milk. And it's funny because it had cow's milk on there, but yet I can have cheese. So go figure. I know for, I saw that the cheese, like all of the dairy products that were listed, but it did not say that I was highly sensitive, just cow's milk. So, I guess I have to try the foods and see how it is and see how I'm feeling. But also, it told me I was highly sensitive to egg whites. So definitely, I've stayed away from egg whites, eggs, all of that. Stayed away from eggs. And yeah, so I'm focusing on my different types of foods that I'm eating, foods that I have to reprogram my brain, because all of these years I've been eating certain foods that I'm thinking that's going to help my body, but it's actually making my body inflamed. So, it comes with the territory.
Would you say that the home sensitivity test was 100% accurate?
No, I don't think it's 100% accurate, but it kind of gives you an idea as to certain foods to try to stay away from. And even those foods, I would say within a certain period of time, maybe you can introduce one back into your diet and just to see how you feel. And if so, if it's making you feel like, oh, I'm in a lot of pain or whatever, the inflammation may still be there. So I would just take it back out. That's what I've been doing.
Okay. And where can the lipedema be found on the body? Is it just in the thighs, as you mentioned earlier, or?
Well, for me, as you can see here, like, I know a lot of women think that there's a bat wings and it's a little jiggly right here, but as you can see, I have a little muscle definition, so it's definitely here in the tricep area, like right above the waist and the knee area for me.
Would you like me to?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So it's like the knee area. It's like the cuffing here, right above the knee. My calves. It looks like I have like badminton calves. They're really huge. But yeah, the hips, thighs, the knees, and the calves for me. So yeah.
And what are some of the other struggles that you face?
One of the struggles that I know that's very difficult for me, I have 7 grandchildren. So one of my grandsons, when I come over his house to visit, and he'll go run to me to get a hug, I'll give him a hug and everything, and he wants to sit in my lap, he wants to waddle around, but when he puts his elbow in my leg, that's like the most excruciating pain ever. And you can better believe I'm gonna get a bruise. And it may be like a day or two later, but I'll notice like a bruise just popped up. Like they pop up anywhere.
Wow.
And I'm like, where did that bruise come from? And then I realized, oh yeah, that's from my grandson playing on me, and it was so sensitive to the touch. It was very painful. So yeah, that's another thing. Also, when I'm dancing, I love to dance. When I was young, I used to dance in competitions. I used to line dance. I hand dance. I did it all. But now it's like it's very kind of like not depressing, but I look at a lot of people on the dance floor when I'm trying to have a good time, and I want to get out there and dance, but I know that I can only do but so much. So yeah, that's another thing. And then not being able to wear heels. I haven't had on heels in about 20 years, but I will take a pair of heels with me to take a picture or something like that, you know. But yeah, that's very, very disheartening. Also, I don't wear shorts. I haven't had on shorts and I can't even remember. I mean, I wear long maxi dresses everywhere. Even on my 60th birthday party in the DR, I had to go and shop for long dresses. I had to shop for cover-ups. Every bathing suit that I had to have a cover-up. I mean, I could be out there sweating in 90-degree weather, but I would have a cover-up on. So yeah, those are some of the things that I've been having to deal with. Just being ashamed of my body. But now, you know, I have to just take it as it comes. I'm 60. I want to enjoy life, so I should not be ashamed of this condition or disease, and just be me, just be free.
Yes. Is lipedema hereditary?
Yeah, I think so. It has something to do with genetics as well. I noticed like when I was young and I was looking at my mom's legs and they looked so big, and I didn't know, you know, if I was gonna be shaped like her, but I did ask her and she was like, oh, they're just big. And then I saw my father's mom, my paternal grandmother, her legs were big like that. So I never understood what was going on. And even as a young adult, you know, my legs were always big. And I would always hear people say, oh, you're just big boned. Like, what? No, how can I be big boned at the bottom but not at the top? So make it make sense. But yeah, I feel like it is hereditary. I do see some of the signs or symptoms within my daughters. My oldest one, I think that she's like a stage 2 with lipedema, and my daughter, the youngest one, is a stage 1. But it's up to them to make the choice to go to the doctor to get diagnosed so that they can at least prevent it from getting worse. But yeah, I do think that it is hereditary or genetics.
Okay, and what do you want your viewers to know?
I want my viewers to know that there is hope. You're not alone. We're all in this together. So if you know someone that is suffering with any type of issue, any of these symptoms that I just talked about today, always just share the video. Tell someone they're not in this alone. And with that, together we can change a lot of lives. So guys, if you like my first video, be sure to like, comment down below and let me know how you think I did. Subscribe or follow, and then hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified the next time I drop another video. Okay? Peace and blessings. And what I always like to do is send my heart.